Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're taking a look at this pretty cool bag from K&F Concept. It's Chinese as far as I can tell, but it is available from Amazon in many different countries, so easy to get hold of without waiting for ages. And it's a pretty nice bag, pretty affordable, and has some features that are mainly, as far as I know, on more expensive bags. Most importantly for me is that it opens from this side, so opens like this from the side where your back is, which means that other people don't have access to it while you're wearing it, at least not to the main compartment. And so the other compartment here, I guess, you know, just if you're in a crowded area or something, don't put anything expensive in there. And that's not ideal, but I mean, it's fine. I've got the same issue with my low pro bag. It's just, you know, you have one compartment which isn't quite as safe. And then this little one here as well. Nice, big, thick straps, which I like. Nicely padded, nicely airy, so less sweat. Same goes for here. Nice, big pads. One of the other reasons this works really well is that you can flip the bag off your back. Then instead of actually taking it off, you just spin it towards you. Unfortunately, this thing is quite difficult to close compared to the Low Pro, which is much easier because it gets a bit sort of creased over here, and then that zip just doesn't really want to close back up. But if you don't pull these all the way down to there, then you can still get stuff out, and then it's nice and easy to close. So it's holding really, really well. So you could easily have your camera and your lenses there. So here is how I would use a bag like this at a wedding, and I've not used this bag at a wedding, but I've used my Low Pros that do the same spinning feature. And sorry about the audio, I can't put a microphone on myself right now. So I would wear it like this with both straps on my shoulders, nice and comfortable, works great. And then you spin this around you, like that, when you want to change lenses. Of course, sometimes I just put the bag down on the floor. Sometimes that's totally fine. And then quickly go back to shooting. And when I go back to shooting and I know I'm going to want that again, I don't bother putting the second one back on. Only takes another second, but I actually sometimes just leave it like that. Now, most of the time when I'm doing this thing, it means that I'm already in the middle of shooting and it needs to be very quick, which means that there's not very much weight in the bag. It's only the lenses and maybe a flash, because the two cameras that I would use are already on straps on me like this. So the bag is not going to be at maximum weight. It's just going to be lenses. So over here I've got a Galaxy flash, two very large size lenses, and a third large size lens on the camera. So 3 big lenses and 2 small medium lenses. For those of you wondering what this strap is, it's a strap I'm testing and reviewing right now from Hawksmill. And the way that this works, while you've got 2 cameras there, is you just lift up one of the cameras when you do this. And then you can actually, and your cameras still work fine. Ideally, you want a strap where the camera can actually slide up and down on the strap and the strap stays on you, because then you don't have to be dealing with friction and things getting caught on the bag. And you can walk around like this. Not long distance, but if I need to sort of change the angle of my shot a little bit, this is fine for walking around. You're going to look really stupid, but hey, who cares? You're going to get the shot, right? So changing lenses, no problem. And that's holding just fine. In here we've got this pretty nice mesh closing thing. Gives a little bit of protection to the lenses when you want to take the camera out. They don't feel amazing quality. Everything about this bag doesn't feel amazing, but it's fine. It works. It doesn't feel like it's going to break. The zips feel, you know, decent quality. And these things as well, they feel good, nicely padded. And the Velcro on here is pretty good. A little bit easier to move than some of the expensive brands. Here's my 13-inch MacBook. That fits in there nicely. It's not padded and it's not zipped. I wouldn't want to keep the laptop there and lenses there because they're both hard objects that I don't want knocking against each other. Now, I guess you could keep a laptop in this front compartment, but I just wouldn't, not if I'm traveling anywhere. Now, you can just about squeeze a 13-inch laptop, at least my MacBook here, into this compartment, which is padded. That's elastic, which is nice. Just these corners over here don't have any padding. Bottom corners are fine though. Once again, same issue as I've got with the Low Pro, not a big issue, but it's that this compartment isn't all that usable for small items, especially if you want them organized very well, because it's just sort of an area where you fart stuff into it. And I would really like for this to open all the way. Same with my Low Pro. I'd love it for it to open all the way and then have little compartments, organizers for all the little things like batteries and cards and whatever, filters. I would love that, but that's not the case. So hopefully there will be a bag that does that at some point. For now, you have some little spaces in there about the size of a mobile phone, and then that about the size of nothing. And then once again, then there's a front compartment here, which is good, I guess. I'm not sure what to keep in there. Maybe a snack or something. When I first got this, I was about to say, oh, I can't actually use this bag because it doesn't have a place to hold water, which for me is an essential when going anywhere. So you can actually fit a bottle of water into here. A small one might fit a little better, but I always carry a 2-liter bottle because I get through that in a day of walking around, even less than a day. So that will hold a bottle of water. So that's not ideal, but it's fine. Once again, these compartments are not safe from pickpockets, but good for, I don't know, snack or water or something. There's another one on the other side, and this is the rain cover. Pretty good. Over here you have this clip for tying in the front of your chest if you want to, and it's non-removable. Folding the rain cover into its case is quite easy. Then we have a little headphone thing, which I would never use because I have my phone in my pocket and I use wireless headphones anyways. But this, to me, would be like an instant sort of sign saying, hey, thief, I have a phone right here, just follow the cable, and then you get a free phone. So I would never use this, and I also could never use this because there's no pole. So you'd have to actually cut a hole in there if you wanted this to be functional. And maybe that's a good thing, because then you wouldn't, I personally wouldn't want to have a hole there. So, you know, just because it's a place for dust and rain to get in. Now this is a black bag that looks like a camera bag, which some people really like because it looks more professional, but some people don't like for travel because it tells people that, hey, I've got a bunch of cameras and whatever. Top handle, pretty good, very thick, nicely padded. So here, let's do a size comparison and see how much we can stuff into that bag without it being sort of too full. So here I've got my Low Pro Flipside 20-liter Sport. It's slightly larger than this, but very close in size. Something to note here is that they didn't utilize this space for a pocket, which could have been nice. And this is more than I'd take to most shoots. 5D Mark III, big metal camera, fits in there. No problem. Plenty of space to spare. Maybe you could keep a strap in there or something. Helios 85 with a hood on it. Zeiss 80 1.8, pretty small lens. Some small Sony lenses. Slightly more medium-sized. I guess you'd call that a medium-sized lens. Right, let's put that in there. 35mm with a hood attached. That's going to be, I'd say, just a touch too tall. It would still close, but might be a little bulky on that side. This is a big lens with a hood attached. So that fits in there nicely. 85. We've got some space down here for memory card case, battery case, and then a bit of empty space there, some accessories or whatever. And then in here, a laptop or other accessories. So for example, I could keep headphones in there. So this would be more of a wedding style setup. Maybe instead of this, I'd have my A7S in there because I don't shoot a wedding with one camera. So my conclusion for this would be that it's very good.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. Visit my channel for lots more awesome filmmaking and photography videos like lighting techniques, DIY projects, behind the scenes tutorials, cameras, lenses, adapters, shoulder rigs, stabilizers, flashes, LEDs, microphones, bags, straps, studio backgrounds, tripods, float heads, sliders, multi-tools, and lots more cool stuff.